Hi, how are you? I'm fine. I'm continuing with my sample of Baroque music, ornaments in Baroque music. Here we are continuing with Handel. We are at Sonata number 9, Vivace. It's a short sample but very interesting. The first bar, the first second bar, we have 4 notes. And Handel put an ornaments, and for us it's important where it put his ornaments. Where, on 2 points of view, in which part of the bar and in which melodical or harmonical relationship. And the answer is on the third beat of the bar, 1, 2, ornament, tron, because the ornaments put one bar in relationship between the bar after pom pom boom, and the second is where there is an half tone, A, D, E, F, Mi, Fa. Okay, or with the resolution. The second, we have some, in the same Vivace bar 5, we have some jump, harmonical jump. And Handel decided to full, if we can use these words, the space in the third. So for example, C sharp E, he put it a D. And after, in the bar after, F sharp A. Okay, so all the third at the beginning of the bar are full, but not only these. For example, at the end of the second bar, he make an ornament upon the last B. I think this ornament work alone also, but work much better together with the second, the ornament between B and D. So I will play the sample without and with. Wonderful music. These are more than ornament. These are idea of composer, but we can learn ornaments. And in the sonata, every sonata 9 adagio, we have some interesting idea. The first is to stress, to augment the difference. It was a dotted B. It became like a double-dotted B. So instead of Handel wrote and going from B to A, he put something very elegant and it's a little surprising, a triole. So if we have to do from E to D, we can make these triolets. It's a wonderful idea. Then he put it like a double dot between A and D, dotted the D between D and F, and put a trill upon the G. So I will play both sample without and with. And then in the same sonata, a minuet, a tempo di minuetto, is interesting where it's interesting the position in which Handel make the ornaments in this strange minuet in 6/8. Where is done an ornament in the first most important beat. It changed in after. It's different. The ornament is put before when it's possible to put them in a third. You know, to put a note in a third is very easy. That is 16 or dotted 16 and 32nd. In a fourth, in a tone, in second, it's not easy. It's more complicated. So I will play bar 1 without and with. In bar 9, it's completely different. The position, not at the beginning, but in a position with weak, very without force, but before a syncope. And we will see that between A and C, and between G and B. And after, this is very interesting. We have a third between G sharp and E. So Handel could put the ornament between G sharp and E, but he preferred to make this F sharp after, instead of the E. And this is an idea with more force, with more rare, more particular. So I will play both lines. Okay. And now we start with Vivaldi. Of course, we could make more things with Handel, but I think it's more interesting to check different composers. And this is the famous Primavera, in which the 16ths could be interpreted and understood as ornaments. And you can see it's like an appoggiatura. When it could be written an E, Vivaldi put at the place of E, put an F sharp, F, E, B, F, E, B. When it is an A, B, A. When it is E, F, B, F, E. And when it is a B, A, B. I play again both. The tonality is not easy because it's E major, is good for violin but not for alto recorder. And then in the Primavera, Danza Pastorale, bar 34, there is some third. But which third? The first or the second? Vivaldi is a choice. Of course, you are free. You can ornament the first, but you cannot make the same in the second bar. So if you make an ornamentation, you put on the second third. And then it's interesting, at the end of this sentence we have B, D, F, B, B, D, F, 2 times B, D, F. In the Concerto for 2 violin, Opera 3, number 8, the original is A major, A minor, here is transcribed for alto recorder in C minor. We have an unusual ornament. The scale has ornamentation of the third note. And it is interesting that the first B is natural, but the second is flat. Is an unusual way for going to C, from C to G. And then, this is interesting, second bar. What is doing between G and G? Just a repetition. And between G and C, 2/16. The same between C and E flat, but with a repetition of C. And between E flat and G. So I play both lines. Of course, to name these ornaments is a little just for learning, but this is more composition than ornaments. But we can learn ornaments in this fragment of composition. Bar 5 is changed in mordente superiore. And A, B. The same, bar 19, the first case. But the second, instead of make something more complicated, start before, so after a rest of 16, and go 2 notes upper. not only, but the last note, A, instead of making ABA, it make AGA, so it's more melodical. I play both. And the last one is working with repetition. We can imagine that the text was and Vivaldi make a repetition, but not it was possible, but it's more interesting. So we listen both. Okay, I hope it's been useful. Bye bye.